Castaneda here, ex-Marine Sergeant, expert life coach, recovery coach, intervention professional. Just wanted to correct my mistake on one of my previous videos about Maya Kowalski, about her condition, which was is known as complex regional pain syndrome. I thought it was something else. I got mixed up, but she was treated with ketamine, which actually helped her, I believe, and after low doses proved ineffective, recommends ketamine coma. I would be given a large amount of ketamine to induce 5-day coma. It proved successful. So this is Wikipedia, and take it with a grain of salt. But that's probably what the reason I believe that her mother was accused of Munchausen syndrome, because of the ketamine and maybe some bruises and things like that or whatever. But complex regional pain syndrome is I guess the symptoms of that are she began to experience breathing problems, skin lesions, lower limb dystonia, and debilitating chronic pain. And that was the reason she had to take ketamine. It's just like a whole full body, just pain everywhere. So that's what her issue and condition was. Um, Beta, her ER physicians comment she's belligerent, demanding, controlling regarding Maya's treatments, leaving the question of the validity of Maya's diagnosis. So, on suspicion that Maya is a victim of Munchausen syndrome by proxy, hospital staff contacts Child Protective Services, and all that stuff happened. So, I'm sure y'all are aware of a case that made national headlines. It was in the news. That's how I learned of it. I just wanted to correct my mistake and just let you know that medical malpractice is real. I will Google um, medical malpractice cases in America. How often does it happen? Medical malpractice, third leading cause of death in the USA, and that's what it is. Widely cited 2016 study from Johns Hopkins University found that medical errors were the third leading cause of death in the United States, behind heart disease and cancer, accounting for an estimated 251,000 deaths annually. However, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention does not list medical errors as a cause of death in its official statistics because the current death certificate coding systems do not adequately capture these events. While the study's conclusions are debated, it's highly underreported, and the need for better data collection to address the significant impact of medical errors on public health. So even though I guess the CDC doesn't really count it for whatever reason, it's not natural, I guess. Probably it's not natural cause, but it is, a cause of death. And over 251,000 deaths occur annually from medical malpractice, and it's actually up to 400,000 deaths a year because there's more deaths included outside of the hospital that are happen later due to like maybe the wrong medication or maybe an infection or they die from some sort of you know some symptom or condition like maybe a failure of the organ, a failure of an organ or something like that, or it affects their brain or whatever the case is. So those are just the ones they don't know about. They can't accurately chart because they died out of the hospital. They don't know that it's directly linked to either medication or the hospital or whatever. But the ones that they can directly correlate and link to the hospitals and doctors are these 251,000 deaths that happen annually. And that's still quite a bit. And in 4 years, that's over a million people. Okay. So 8 years, that's 2 million people. And you can do the math from there. So that's millions of people every 4 years. Uh, and that's been happening probably for quite some time. And that's pretty much genocide. That's the same. All the Republicans, arguments about abortion and millions of babies are being killed and this and that. Well, what about the hundreds of thousands and millions over years of deaths that occur from medical malpractice in these doctors? Of course, doctors, people want good doctors, competent doctors, and we're scared to speak up against them because they could mean the difference of life and death and give you medicine. But when they do make a mistake, they should be held accountable. And if 251,000 deaths happening from medical malpractice, which is a preventable medical mistake, then all these doctors, I don't see them being held accountable, right? So a medical error, that's a medical error, is what it's labeled as. Third leading cause of death in the U.S. And an error is something that where they made a mistake, an error. Medication, not washing their hands, leaving tools in after surgery, leaving a sponge in after surgery, something like that. So Maya winning $261 million in her lawsuit was a good thing. It was I mean it might have set precedent. Doctors, it makes them concerned that they need to be more careful with how they handle situations. And they could think that they're caring when they're actually they're trying to fix something that's not broken. That's what they try to do with me. And so this is a case. You can learn more about it. I believe they made a documentary called "Taking Care of Maya." "Take Care of Maya" is a 2023 American documentary film directed by Henry Roosevelt. It premiered, uh, so you might be able to find it on Netflix or somewhere. So that's it. I wanted to correct my error, fix my mistake, and give you more accurate information. And you can find more on, Taking Care of Maya on Wikipedia or other sources or the documentary. It's on Netflix. That's it. Don Castaneda here, expert life coach, recovery coach, intervention professional. Look out for medical malpractice. Speak out if you're a victim of medical malpractice. Speak out if your doctors are making a mistake. You do some research. Maybe you could give your doctors advice sometimes, and if they're good, they'll listen to you. I've had good doctors that listen to advice that I give them about treatment that I want to undergo, and they assist me and accommodate me for my decisions and how I want to advance my treatment. So once again, take care.